Colorado head football coach Deion Sanders displayed a notable level of frustration in his post-game news conference following his team's victory over Arizona State. While the Buffaloes managed to secure a narrow 27-24 win, it was far from the performance Sanders had hoped for. He made it clear that he doesn't accept mediocrity, and his disappointment was palpable. Sanders didn't raise his voice, but he was candid about his discontent. This display of frustration was even more pronounced than after a previous loss, where his team rallied from a substantial deficit against Southern California but ultimately fell short. The issues that irked Sanders were apparent throughout the game. The Buffaloes faced early setbacks, including poor blocking and conceding a 94-yard touchdown drive from Arizona State to tie the game in the final minute. They committed 8 penalties, allowed 5 sacks, and struggled with kickoffs, failing to kick the ball out of the end zone. Despite these challenges, Sanders' son, Shedeur, showed resilience, completing 26 of 42 passes for 239 yards and 1 touchdown. Shedeur also rushed for another touchdown in the second quarter, highlighting his determination. Deion Sanders, with a background as a Pro Football Hall of Famer and former 2-sport star, has high expectations for his team. Despite being on the brink of bowl eligibility, he's frustrated by the recurring issues that hinder the Buffaloes' performance. One of Sanders' main grievances was the slow starts that have plagued his team. He emphasized his frustration with their first-half performance, which he described as hot garbage. Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback and Deion's son, faced a relentless onslaught of sacks during the game, contributing to the frustration. However, Shedeur Sanders didn't give up. He took charge of the game, leading the Buffaloes to several scoring drives and ultimately securing the win. Deion Sanders acknowledged his son's remarkable performance but expressed his impatience with the team's inconsistency. Despite the victory, Deion Sanders found it unacceptable that Arizona State managed to drive 94 yards to tie the game. He expected better from his defense. The game was played in challenging conditions, with high temperatures, and had limited television coverage compared to previous matchups. In the end, Colorado relied on kicker Alejandro Mata, who delivered a game-winning field goal. Shedeur Sanders played a pivotal role, making a crucial 43-yard pass before Mata's decisive kick. While the win was a positive outcome, Deion Sanders' message was clear. He expects excellence from his team, and he's determined to address the issues that have been holding them back. The Buffaloes will need to make improvements to meet their coach's high standards in the upcoming games.